This is a going to be a long video on the Karma EQ. We're going to cover pretty much what I've learned about it. One of the things is the barrel is fully shrouded, but the shroud also tensions the barrel. And what I mean by that is the end also cap also screws onto the barrel, not the shroud, and pulls on the barrel. When you tighten this down, it'll pull on the barrel and tensions the barrel. Now I wish that they would make this just a hair longer, and put grooves, or make it into like a nut. You can see where before I bought a strap wrench, where I tried covering it with a cloth and accidentally put some scratches on it. Then if you take the shroud off, you'll see this thick, awesome barrel. Now, one of the bad things about this gun is the weight. And I think there's a lot of ways that they could save a little bit of weight, and it makes it not quite such a fun gun to hunt with. And if you do want to carry it for hunting, which that's part of what I bought this for, is you need to pair it with a lighter scope. You see how heavy that barrel is? It's pretty awesome. Now, on the back side of this shroud, you also see it has another nut, and this one here as well. It's just an adapter. So if you screw this, I'm going to put this back on, just get it out of the way. Now I was talking about weight. Right now I'm using a Human Moderator for a 25 cal, which I can no longer use for a 25 cal because I had a baffle strike. It still clears and quietens down this 22 pretty well, but it's useless on 25s, and I'm going to order another moderator at the, next week. In fact, I'm going to order a couple that I'm going to give reviews on. There will be the cheaper ones. I just don't have the funds to buy several of the higher dollar ones. Now let's go along with a couple other things. As you can see right here, the top Picatinny rail is numbered. So if you take your scope off and put it back on, it makes it easy to put the scope back on the same spot. It also has rails on both sides, and it has this long bottle that or tube bottle, I don't know what you'd want to call it. It's not really a bottle, but it's a tube. Now, I don't know if the final version, originally these were supposed to be valves so you could pull them off and put another one on. I don't know if that made in the final production because I haven't pulled it off, so I don't know if it is valve. Now here, I would recommend, if you get this gun, is to buy a spanner wrench. They come off of Amazon. I'll put a little video on that. That way you can tighten it here, and there's a few other places you might use it. Now here's your regulator gauge and the safety. I have a couple of videos on the trigger. I suggest if you buy one of these, you do it, because watch them, because when you first buy this thing, this trigger is not good at all. But there's some little tricks, like shorten the distance in between, that makes it where it's not bad at all. So now this is the locking for it's got a variable transfer port, and this magazine is 28 rounds per magazine. Now, I do not like how this magazine snaps in. One, you got to slide it in just right. But if you're cocking it, when you're cocking it and you're right-handed, sometimes you'll bump it. And see, just like that, that little bit is enough. You hear that little bit of drag when you temp it, knock it out like that. That's it. Put the pellet probe, pushing it back in alignment. Now you can knock it enough when it's open that it won't clear very well. And it just makes it really annoying, and I really don't like it. And I've got an idea, and I sent it to them. This piece right here, taking another piece right above it and having it slide and catch right in here, have a little pin on the end where the magazine, once you put it in, you pull this up when you slide the magazine and you let it drop. It puts a pin on both sides and locks that thing in solid. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Here again is another spot where you might need that little spanner wrench. Now this here locks down that transfer port. I've got this paired with the Zulus right now. I really like the Arkin SH4. It's clear, it's cheap, and I really like it. Now I haven't locked down this cheek rest. It's adjustable. It's got 6 screws, 3 on each side. I think it may be a little bit overkill, but it does make it solid. Now the other thing on the barrel, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 screws, and they're on the other side. Now, I haven't got into here to see, but I haven't seen any marks on the barrel. There's a sleeve that's inside this aluminum that these screws press down on and keeps it from scarring up the barrel. Now you see these scratches right here? If the adjustment on how the lever pulls on this, and I had some little machining pieces come off, and that's what caused that scratching. Doesn't affect how it operates. It just looks a little and I'm not real happy with it. Now I'm gonna swing the gun around. Now this here is the tank pressure. Ambidextrous safety. Oh, and one thing I missed, the side lever can be moved over to the other side and pretty easily. And here's another item that's normally only seen. The side lever, there's a magnet, holds it right there. Now, one of the things for that to do it, that would mean this would be still here as well. Now, come on back. Here is one of the big negatives of this gun is right here is the wheel that changes your hammer force, the compression on it, and here's the indicator. You have to reach back in here with an Allen or a little deal to spin it. Why in the world, with all this great stuff that they have on this gun, they didn't make that where that stood back just a little bit more and put a hand wheel so you can wheel that thing back and forth? I know it's close up here to the probe in here, but there would still be enough room that you can make a narrow knob or gnarled knob, and they could set this back a quarter inch more and had that wheel stick out farther. It just, why? Doesn't make any sense to me. Now the butt rest is adjustable. I don't have mine tightened down, and part of it's that, because now I can use a screwdriver. The way that this wheel spins, it doesn't actually, the part that does the spinning is right here, or is actually below this, and it's kind of funky. I don't like it at all. And I think I'm going to modify mine. I'm going to get a wheel that'll stick up just enough that maybe I can get my fingers on it. Because if you're spinning the part that actually needs to be spent, then, or spun, then it's really actually pretty easy to spin. This screw right here, it's screwing in and out. It spins. It does not go in and out. There's in the side of that. See that little shaft inside? That's the part that actually moves in and out. That's the part you need to move. This bolt, for lack of a better term, right here, that actually is captured. It does not move in and out. But what happens when you put this booger on there and it gets to the end of travel either way, then it starts spinning that inner part. Now what I tried to do was that screw slot on there, I tried putting a pin between it and the holes here on the outer part. The problem is it's stuck back just farther enough that it hit the butt stock wouldn't go up, so that wouldn't work. I'm gonna try to find something that I can thread on, a thumb wheel that will screw on and stick up, and I think I can still turn it because it's actually pretty easy. Now let's go back and I'm going to show you you get a tune on this gun that you like, and I'm gonna be doing a little bit more work on that. You get a tune between the hammer and the pressure, and then if you change your pellet, now it won't be perfect tunes, but right here, setting on the minimum setting, I shoot Crossman Premiers, which is I think 14.3 grain, and then you go up and you can shoot 18 grain H&N Barracuda 18s, and then you go up a little bit more and you can shoot the AEA Diablo at 25 grain, and then you can go all the way up to the AEA Long Range Master. Now these right here inside this gun, it makes it a laser. It will far outshoot me, which leads me to the thing that I wish that they would do is one. Well, there's two. There's several things. The first, because this barrel comes in here so easily, 4 screws. Take the shroud off, slide the barrel out, slide the new barrel in, magazine, and it appears to me, although I haven't taken it out, you can take their pellet probe out fairly easy. And guess what? Now you can change calibers, and they haven't said they ain't going to come out with. They just said it's not right now. So I was talking to PJ at Karma, Donnie FL. Now, he didn't say that they were coming out. He just didn't say that they wouldn't. He said not at this time. However, what I would really love is a barrel, a slug barrel, that had a faster twist rate. I would love to see a twist rate in here of 12 to 1. At least 14 to 1. And then, because this great magazine right here, this great deep magazine, and the size, this is, I believe it's a 70cc plenum. This thing's got the power, man. There's no reason why they can't put a faster twist rate in there so it'll stabilize those heavy pellets or heavy slugs and get this thing out there shooting long range. Now, with that being said, one of the things that they did say is that this gun was designed around the AEA pellets, and it shows because it does shoot them quite well. Let's see, have I missed anything? Oh, I don't know. I don't play with a lot of, or haven't had the funds to play with a lot of them. I don't know if you can swap this tube out, but I think if you've done that, it would lighten this gun and put a carbon tank on here. It'd lighten this gun up. And if you're going to be, like I said earlier, if you're going to be carrying this gun around, you definitely want to pair it with a lighter scope, and especially if you're hunting. This DNT optics, if you're not wanting to record or use it for night vision, it's not my favorite, but it's not. But for those two things, it excels. It's well made. Anyway, what else can I tell you about this thing? It's made like a tank. I mean, as long as this shroud is tight, I have never had an aim point shift. And I have picked it up by the barrel, set it down, it doesn't matter. But now if this shroud gets loose, like I said, it tensions that barrel, you will know it. Your aim point will change. Like I played around it, didn't get the shroud tightened back down. It was shooting different than what it does when it's normally tightened. Again, I love this gun. I'm not going to sell it. I'm not going to get rid of it. It definitely takes the cake. And I think with a few changes, this thing could really, really give the impact a run for its money. I think they could machine a lot of weight out of it. One, if they changed out this bottle. Two, I think there's some machining where they can make stuff a little bit thinner. Like back here, let's see how thick that metal is. I think they could trim down some weight and make this thing where you really would have a lot of fun carrying it around. Now the other thing is, it doesn't appear like, I mean, they'll give you service, but as far as buying parts, aftermarket, it's not there yet. So hopefully they can get that done. And this thing could be a real winner. Now they have the SLS, which is the semi-automatic, but you lose quite a bit of force. I don't need to shoot that fast. I shoot pellets fast enough through this thing. I'm gonna have to get me a couple more magazines, because I mean, it'll shoot. Oh, this is one thing you want to know. Shooting the light tune for the Crossman, I can get 3 of these 28 round mags per fill, easy. So it's fun to shoot on and plank with off the back deck. You all have a good day. If you like this video, please like and share. And please subscribe. I'm gonna try to have in a couple weeks the tune settings to be able to just dial everything up and down, and release that hopefully here in a few weeks. So please subscribe. Have a good day now.